I save? My money is not enough and you expect me to save. How do I save? I'll suggest that you sit back, relax, and I'm going to give you these 15 tips on how to save money on a low income. Okay, let's just start. First, you have to establish a budget. It is very, very essential to establish a budget. For example, when you're going to the grocery store, you have to write a list of things that you are going to buy. Otherwise, you're going to overspend on things that you don't want to buy. So it is very important to establish a budget. Tip number 2, put money aside each week. It is good to always put money aside each week, be it change, be it anything else. You just have to put money aside for your weekly groceries. When you have change, put money aside. Then tip number 3, make short-term saving goals. You have to be realistic on what you want to save, because at the end of the day, if you're not realistic, you'll be cheating yourself. So it's always good to make short-term savings goals. Tip number 4, if you don't have money, don't buy it. You know, with ladies, we love to see, for example, when you see sales, to buy shopping festivals or end of season sales, we just love to do impulse buying. If you don't have money, don't buy it. Okay, it will save you some time. And then tip number 5, plan for upcoming events. During the start of the year, you know, there's going to be Valentine's, there's going to be birthdays, there's going to be Christmas, there's going to be Easter holidays, there's going to be anniversaries. It is good to set aside money for those events, so that when they reach, so that when your birthdays reach, when your events reach, you don't have to be stranded on how do I get money to buy a gift, or how do I get money to go for a vacation. At least you would have saved for that. So it's good to always set aside money for upcoming events. Then tip number 6, maintain an emergency fund. This is very, very important, guys. Always maintain an emergency fund all the time, because you might never know what tomorrow holds. Tip number 7, save all your loose change. As I was saying, guys, loose change is important. Every coin, every dirham counts. You have to set that coin aside. It will help you in the long run. Like, for example, now we are in the pandemic, we are not going to work. Most people, they are not working. If you were saving those coins, you can have some money to buy some Cerelac, to buy some essentials. Tip number 8, use the 24-hour rule before you purchase. It is very good. That is what I always do. When I find something that I really, really love, I give myself 24 hours to sleep on it and to think, do I really need that thing? And you'll be surprised, by the end of 24 hours, you don't even think about that thing. You don't even have that age to say, oh, let me buy that. So you have to have this tip, guys. You have the 24-hour rule. The next tip, think items in terms of time, not dollars. Think items in terms of time, not dollars. This, what it means is, think about the time that you work at, that you put in at your workplace. For example, you are paid $10 per hour, right? So the item that you're going to buy, the item that you want to buy, is it worth your time? Is it worth that hard work that you put at work? Is it worth those 2 hours? So you have to ponder on that before you buy. Is this item important for me? Okay, so don't forget to always think in terms of time, not dollars. Next, don't be extravagant. Some people, they're just there to show off. Extravagant. You buy things that you don't even use, or maybe that you just use once and then you dump it. So it is good to always buy things with caution. don't just buy things extravagantly. Another point, sell your unused items. Guys, especially ladies, if you check around, you have so many shoes, so many unworn clothes, or once worn clothes. If there's a website, or you have some friends or anyone, you can open even a shop online to buy your used clothes, like a thrift shop, and people will come and they'll buy. So it is a good idea also to save money. You can get your coin back. Okay, don't buy cheap for cheap's sake. This goes with so many things. Don't just buy a cheap shoe because it's cheap. Because for example, if you buy a 10 dirham shoe, or a $2 shoe, it can just carry you maybe for one day. You just walk and when you come back, it's already torn apart. So what I always do, for example, I need this pair of shoes, they are so nice, but I cannot afford it now, so it's better to save for that. Like for example, in the next 3 months I'm going to buy that pair of shoe, and you know that it is going to last you for long. So it is good to so just don't buy cheap for cheap's sake, because if you try to amount that money of the shoes that you are buying for cheap, at the end of the year it can amount to be more than those pair of expensive shoes that you were avoiding. So it is good to always not to buy cheap things for cheap sake. Next, take a packed lunch to work. Some guys, they're so embarrassed. Oh, how can I take a packed lunch to work? But guys, it works. If you really want to save your money on a low income, or just save money in general, take your lunch to work. Take a lunch box, pack it, and go to work. Some may say, I don't have time to cook. You can do it over the weekend, guys. You can meal prep your things, meal prep your lunch boxes, and put in the fridge. If you are like a busy person, you just grab and go. You know already it's already inside. So you just set aside one day for a few hours of meal prepping your meals for the week. Then it will save you some coin. Another point, commit to eating out a few times a month. It is good to always treat yourself, because you deserve it. You work hard, so it's good to treat yourself, but just don't make it a habit. Just don't do it too often, guys. Try to go like a few times a month. At least you will be saving some money. Then my last point, compare prices when doing grocery shopping. It is my priority. I always compare prices. It goes a long way. It stretches your coin, it stretches your budget, and you can still have some change left that you can save at the end of the week. So it is important to compare prices when doing grocery shopping. Just don't budge in. It is good to compare prices. And then guys, don't forget to live within your means. Don't compare yourself to others. That is the main thing. People, they just compare themselves to others. They are not living within their means. So it is good to always live within your means. Do what you gotta do to save your money, guys. Thank you so much. I hope this